Hello, everyone. Welcome to Joe Consumes Cinema. I'm your host, Leofric. Asling, it's good to see you again. I was afraid the Danes would kill you before I got a chance to do it myself. And today we have The Last Kingdom Season 1, Episode 5. So, the previous episode ended with Uhtred barely escaping from Dane captivity. Rita and young Ragna intervened and saved his life, one last time. The Danes were temporarily divided. Abba went to Ireland to avenge his brother. Episode ended with all of his ships returning to England, and yeah, we should be getting a major battle, if not this episode, very, very soon. I kind of just want to get right into this one, but as always, please remember to blank, blank, and blank. Channel's doing awesome right now. I have launched the Joe Consumes Cinema Patreon. Every member of my Patreon gets a guaranteed movie request. I have the first season of The Penguin and the first season of Mr. Robot. Plus, week to week, I'm adding an additional episode of Mr. Robot. Gonna work my way all the way through until the finish of that show, and then my patrons will get together and help decide what I'm gonna watch next. So I think it's a really good value for what it is, and if you'd consider becoming a member, it really helped me out. That's why I get to do this. So, yep, it's always much appreciated. With that, let's get right to the episode. Oh shit. Storm is wiping out a lot of the Danish ships. English got lucky.
What are you doing here?
You must come with me. The peace is over. We are under siege.
Have any washed up alive?
Not on my beach. God's taken hundreds of the bastards. Though it said hundreds more have landed safely further up the shore.
You both shall ride towards the Severn River to face Ubba. I shall ride south to face Guthrum. Should either of us have luck and defeat our enemy quickly, we will march to the other's aid.
Dividing their forces, it's always risky.
Forgive me, Lord. It's never happened before. I swear it'll never happen again.
My dear,
Where's my wife and child?
Wait, Lord. Took the lady and your son. She went willingly, Lord, to protect the child.
Our son.
Handsome little man he is. Looks like his father.
Treat me as a fool again and I'll kill you.
Yes, Lord.
It's a great shot.
We outnumber them if you count the farm boys and women, Lord.
We hold the high ground, they must come to us.
And if they decide to wait, Lord?
Why would they?
Because we are sat isolated on this high ground.
They sit on top. But that's not an advantage. They're weak.
It's godly.
Where is she?
What?
Where's my wife and child?
She's safe. You brought her here?
She's safe. Did you not hear him?
safe.
Put away your dagger. Swear that you haven't laid a hand on her.
I will do no such thing.
Lord, you will take your blade away from my lord, and you will do it now. Neither Mildred nor your son have been harmed.
Now you come to me when your thinking is clear, and you explain to me why you are still breathing. And stupid!
It is well. The child, however,
Sickly.
ugly.
Like his father.
Worse, with the smallest of pebbles for a penis.
Like his father.
I will not surrender that advantage.
But if food is scarce, Lord, how long can we wait?
We shall find food.
We have food for how many days? 2, 3, 4?
Enough time for Alfred to arrive.
If the other hostages were killed, how did he survive?
He was taken as a child by the Danes, and he survived.
There will be no surrender.
What will there be?
Guthrum's fleet's gone. Njord reached out from the deep and dragged Guthrum's fleet down to the seabed.
You're lying.
Story's a man who has a stick up his ass. He didn't see that coming either.
No, that's a lie.
You're next to die, Abba.
Then fight me! And you'll see who's next to die. Fight me!
Pretty clever, preying on his superstitions. It was a lie, but it was a clever lie because not all of Guthrum's ships went down, just, a decent chunk of them. But he doesn't know that.
Where we are standing in shit.
Now we have time.
How? If it's possible, you've made them want to kill us even more.
We should attack.
Did that give him an idea?
I goaded him only to make him doubt.
I'd hoped this hill and Alfred might save them.
We burn their ships. They'll be disorganized. No shield wall. We could be killing them before they know we're there. They'll need your word that you'll attack as soon as the fires have taken hold.
You have it.
It's clever, it could work. It's using oil from animal fat.
Would it not be better to escape this hill? We could return to Winchester without the loss of a single man.
Excepting Uhtred.
I think Otto the Younger literally just is suggesting this because he hates Uhtred and wants to see, him left on the wire here.
We should succeed in causing this distraction. We will move.
In which direction, Lord?
Ready your men.
Ready for battle?
Ready your men.
Yeah, it's a grease fire. You never throw water on a grease fire.
He's done it. We attack.
There you go.
Will you face me?
First blood or to the death?
To the death. Oh, he's not near as good of a fighter. Oh my god.
Go to Valhalla, Lord.
Wow. And now here comes the attack. That was awesome.
Now kill the bastard!
Killed the Danish king, and then looks like complete victory here.
Lord Odder is hurt.
He kept his word.
He would. He's a good man. You go directly to Alfred and you kneel at his feet and tell the bastard you have saved Wessex. If you don't do it, some other bugger will. And that will be reward.
Men have seen it. They know what I've done. Let them tell Alfred. I need to see my son. Lord, I want to thank you for not abandoning me.
You served Alfred well.
Forgive me. You look too beautiful to disturb.
Everything's real positive right now, so I'm guessing maybe things didn't go so well for Alfred. He had to deal with Guthrum's forces.
I alone will speak. Alfred is to hear one clear message. Abba is dead. His army is defeated.
Well, then Wessex is saved.
Hopefully Otto doesn't get all the credit there.
Why shouldn't I be alive?
You were wearing my hofters. We thought you were dead.
No, Father, I was at Canwit. I fought at Canwit. Did they not say?
He should have taken Leofric's advice.
You cannot disturb prayers.
Forgive me, but I'm told that you believe me dead.
This is not the time.
Father Baelke here believed me dead. It was Lord Odder and I who devised our battle plan. Did the boy not say? Giving thanks? For what? For victory? For the death of the pagan? Who do you think killed the pagan? I fought Abba man on man, and I killed him. It was his axe against my sword.
Sheathe your sword and remember where you stand.
Lord, what I'm saying to you...
You have brought weapons into a sacred place.
Lord, I'm telling you the
You
truth.
will go directly to the courtyard, and you will wait for me to pass judgment.
This interruption cannot be allowed to go unpunished. It must be death.
I'll pray for you. Humility is what you need.
What I need, woman, is justice.
You sober?
Aethelwald.
What his wife would like is for me to pull your guts through your smelly arse. Do you know what the punishment is for drawing your sword before the king?
Fine.
Death. You will not dangle. Not today. It does not matter a gnat's dick that you killed Abba. What matters is that Odder the Younger has claimed the credit. The sun now shines from Odder the Younger's arsehole, and it is blinding.
You are to dress like a girl, go on your knees, and be humiliated.
I won't grovel. Then Elswith gets a wish and I pull your guts through your arse.
I will lead.
Oh, Lord, I am a sinner! As big a sinner as you will ever see. I have known women, Lord! Lots and lots of women. Big tits,
small tits. I have squeezed and kissed them all. I have rested my head on the bosoms of beautiful but bad women, Lord, forgive me. Lost count of the number of women I have had, but I know it is exactly half the number of tits I have caressed. God, I love tits. Send me an angel, Lord. Oh, so you can hump it. I beg you.
Okay. Aethelwald's pretty cool.
Kiss my ass. You and your god.
Fuck the Christ God. Dead motherfucker.
Son will not be baptized. No priest will whisper lies and deceit into his ears and half drown him in water.
You're angry.
Brother!
Why are you saying this?
No justice here, only the church.
We become Danes and we plunder. Men will follow you. We take it from the Britons.
That's interesting.
Where was it felled, this tree?
On the top ridge, Lord.
On my land. If we need timber, why not split it ourselves? How much does he pay you for my timber?
Lord, it is one tree.
How much does he pay you?
That was justice.
Okay, I took some time just to gather my thoughts. That was a really good episode. A lot happened. We did finally get a battle. So after Uhtred got away from the encampment and lit the bonfire, he was kind of walking along the beach and there was a big storm. And Guthrum lost a decent number of his ships. Uhtred bought a horse from a guy, ended up in Otto's camp, Otto the Elder, and they came up with a plan. Sort of goaded Abba into kind of backing off. Initially, he wanted to attack. He's a very superstitious figure. He goaded him in the perfect way to, make him doubt himself a little bit, but he said that would only last, a little bit of time, maybe like a day or two at most. Yeah, he talked about the ships, said that all of them were destroyed, which is a lie. Some of them were destroyed, not sure like how many out of the total. It bought them just a little bit of time to plan something. What Uhtred came up with is to burn the ships as kind of like a sneak attack, and while they're distracted trying to, put out the fires on the ships. By the way, he used animal fat, to start a grease fire, and as soon as they threw the water on it, the flame just, burst like even more and spread super fast. You never throw water on a grease fire. While the Danes were distracted with the fire, that was the plan to actually do the attack. Otto the Elder gave his word to Uhtred. Once the fires are lit, he will attack. But his son, Otto the Younger, tried to suggest a different plan where they sell Uhtred out. Fire's a big distraction. We could reunite with Alfred's forces and, achieve victory that way. Like, the strategy sort of makes sense. You have to let Uhtred, be killed. It was really cool because we got a one-on-one fight between Abba and Uhtred. Abba's the closest thing that the Danes will ever have to a king. Uhtred defeating him, one-on-one. Very impressive. It was awesome. Right as he finished him off and he backed away just a little bit, and all the Danes were looking at him, like ready to attack, then the shields came out of the darkness, surrounded him to protect him, and it was just so cool. With the element of surprise, they easily mopped him up. Otto the Elder was wounded pretty severely. I don't know, it didn't confirm whether or not he died. It sort of looks like it's kind of leaning toward that, but you never know. Leofric gave Uhtred some really good advice, which he didn't take. He said, go to Alfred, present the victory, and take credit for it before someone else does. Everybody saw what I did. The word will spread. I'll be rewarded for it. Not really understanding the way England works. Yeah, there's just this culture divide that keeps popping up. You see it with the religion, just customs, and even this. Uhtred risked his own life, burned the ships, killed Abba single-handedly, and still he doesn't get credit for it because Otto the Younger presented Abba's axe to Alfred. All Alfred saw in that moment was Wessex is saved, nothing else, and Otto gets rewarded for it. Yeah, Uhtred essentially gets nothing. Uhtred shows up to the palace. Once he learns that Father Beorhca doesn't know that he's even alive, he's like, what are you talking about? I fought at the battle. I defeated their king, Abba. Why don't you know that? And it's like, Uhtred, becomes enraged, bursts through the door during their morning prayers or whatever. It's the only thing these people care about. I don't like the English in this show much at all. I'm rooting for Uhtred and a few other characters. Leofric. I like Mildred. I don't like Otto the Younger. His dad's cool. I don't like Father Beorhca. I don't like Alfred. I just don't like the way they carry it. Uhtred does all this work, is almost single-handedly responsible, really, for their victory, and he gets punished for it because, he got mad that fucking Otto the Younger was trying to take credit for it. Instead of having the debts forgiven, being actually rewarded for the good stuff he's done for Wessex, he gets punished. And it's a pretty cool scene because Aethelwald was supposed to be in like a training in a monastery or whatever. He never got there. He's been, sleeping with like tavern girls and, anyone. Yeah, it was funny watching him grovel. He was groveling before the king, which is what they wanted, but the way he was going about it was very much a fuck you to Alfred, and it was very funny. I love that scene. I really like that character. Like, initially, you think of him kind of as like a fuck up, and to tell you the truth, he kind of is, but at the same time, certain aspects of English society, like their hyper religiosity, just is a big turnoff. So the fact that you have a character like Aethelwald who really doesn't give a fuck about God for the most part and just kind of wants to do what he wants to do is very refreshing. I hate the Christians in this show. They fucking suck. It was cool watching Uhtred and Leofric talk about, a potential scheme going forward where they've both been spurned by Alfred. They're not really getting the credit that they deserve. Leofric fought hard in that battle, was covered in blood by the end of it. Uhtred, burned the ships, killed Abba, risked his own life multiple times, and they still treat him like shit. And they're just like, I'm fucking done with this. I'm gonna start doing things my own way. You saw at the very end of the episode, that like innkeep guy, whatever, who was managing Uhtred's land when he was away, has been, pulling schemes of his own. You saw how he was cutting down the timber from Uhtred's own land and then selling it. Uhtred has had enough of this fucking society and is like, okay, you've stolen from me, I'm gonna punish you. And put an end to him and says, that's justice. Yeah, I'm kind of liking where Uhtred is going with things because there's a lot about this society that is just bullshit. Really shouldn't have to put up with it, and I kind of hope he doesn't anymore. But yeah, great episode. Probably the best of the season so far, and that's saying something because each one's been pretty damn good. This one was just very satisfying. But yeah, that's pretty much all I got. So as always, thanks for watching, and peace.